Today, let's talk a little bit about microdosing. See, before, when it came to correcting a low blood sugar, I said that glucose tabs are great for correcting your low blood sugar, and they are. But if you're very sensitive to sugar, or if you're just trying to correct a little bit, glucose tabs might be too much. Often, glucose tabs come in these big tablets, and they're about 4 grams a tablet. And that's fine for many people, but for me and maybe some small children and other people that are very sensitive to these carbohydrates over a longer period of time on a low carb approach, this happens to a lot of us. If you're more sensitive to these carbohydrates, then 4 grams might be too much. Let's say my blood sugar is 65 and I wanted to bring it up to 85. The other day that happened, and I took a whole glucose tab. What happened next was that rather than my blood sugar go to 85, it went to 105. And while this isn't bad, this is still good enough to be at, it's still a little higher than I wanted. Instead, if I wanted it back at 85, I should have taken half of that. I should have taken just 2 grams. But the whole glucose tab would have been too much. So what should I do? Well, I have 2 options. I could try to gnaw at the glucose tab just the right amount to chip off half of it and eat that, but that's not very accurate. Instead, there actually is a good microdosing technique through, wait for it, drumroll please, Smarties! That's right, an actual candy. I know I mentioned before, you shouldn't be correcting loads of candy, but Smarties are a special candy in that they're basically the exact same thing as glucose tabs. They're just pure dextrose, just like glucose tabs. Now they have a little bit of flavoring that make them more palatable, but that's negligible. For the most part, they're just pure glucose. And I actually measured this on a scale the other day. If you take one single Smartie from a package, and usually a package is 15, if you take a single Smartie, put it on a scale, it weighs almost exactly 0.5 grams. 2 Smarties, 1 gram. 3 Smarties, 1.5, 4 is 2, and so on. Each Smartie is about 0.5 grams, meaning that it's perfect for microdosing. If you find that 1 gram of glucose actually raises your blood sugar 10 milligrams per deciliter, 2 grams raises it by 20 like me, then if you're trying to get from 65 to 85, eating just 4 Smarties would be perfect for that. Likewise, if your blood sugar is even more sensitive, maybe just 1 or 2 Smarties would be good for that. So if you're trying to microdose, if you're trying to correct with just a little bit of glucose and a glucose tab is too big, try Smarties. Not only can you dose with just 0.5 sugar increments, but they're also fairly cheap. You can get a pretty big bag of them from Walmart for just a few dollars. Hope that tip helps you tame your type 1. And again, if you like this video, if you like this content, be sure to like the page, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and spread it around to all your friends and family so that way others can learn how to tame their type 1.